Hi, I'm attorney Roger P. Foley, and today I want to talk to you about Florida Statute 784.08. What is that? That is either assault or battery on an elderly person, someone over the age of 65. So let me give you the quick breakdown. Assault. You tell someone you're going to harm them. You tell someone you're going to kick their ass. Normally an assault is a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 1 year in the county jail. If you do it on someone age 65 or older, right, it turns into a third-degree felony punishable by up to 5 years. And not knowing their age is not a defense. So if it's a 65-year-old guy that looks like he's 45, guess what? That's what the charge is, and that's what you're facing. Well, let's change it to a battery. If you punch your neighbor Harry in the face because he's annoying you and he's being loud in the evening, right, normally you'd be charged with a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year. You'd be charged with battery. Do that on an elderly person, someone over the age of 65, and it's automatically, now it's jumping to a third-degree felony. Well, what about an aggravated assault where you threaten someone with a weapon? You know, I have my phone in my hand and I say, I'm gonna punch you or I'm gonna hit you with this phone. Well, that's an aggravated assault, right? You're threatening through verbiage and through action that you have the present ability to hurt someone. Normally, that's a third-degree felony. What happens when it's over the age of 65? Well, now it jumps to a second-degree felony. What about aggravated battery? Aggravated battery is usually when you hurt someone very seriously, right? Or you use a weapon of some type to hit them with. Could be a car, could be a bat, could be a knife, could be a bottle, right? Aggravated battery is normally, if you do it to Harry, the next door neighbor, and you hit him with a beer bottle, well, you're facing a second-degree felony punishable by up to 15 years. Well, guess what happens if Harry happens to be over the age of 65? Now it's a first-degree felony punishable by up to 30 years, folks, in a Florida state prison, and it has a minimum mandatory. What's the minimum mandatory? It is 3 years of minimum prison along with restitution and 500 community service hours. So the next time you decide to yell at an elderly person, threaten an elderly person, get into a fight with someone that's older than you, you kind of want to be sure that if you're going to tango with the devil, that that person's not over the age of 65. Otherwise, the criminal punishment is enhanced dramatically. So battery on an elderly person, assault on an elderly person, it increases the level. Aggravated battery, aggravated assault, it increases the level. And when it's an aggravated battery on an elderly person, you're looking at minimum mandatory sentences. That means that if you negotiate a plea bargain and you plead to the case, the judge has to send you for at least 3 years. And if that person's seriously injured, obviously you take the risk, you take that person as they come. If you hit a 65-year-old person, a senior citizen, and their back breaks, I mean, it even gets worse. So, folks, be careful. If you're charged with this kind of crime, if someone's investigating you for this kind of crime, contact my office. If you have questions, if you'd like me to come out to your church, to your school, to lecture on the topic of battery and the different levels going from, you know, Harry, the regular neighbor, to Harry, the police officer, to Harry, the elderly person, I'd be happy to do that. Contact my office. I'm attorney Roger P. Foley, and that's a little bit about Florida Statute 784.08. Thanks for listening.